Hi guys, this is Eric Osafalo from In My Damn Opinion. I got my son Dominic here with me. Say hi, Dom.
Hi.
And we are getting ready to show you this week's episode of In My Damn Opinion, which is a special part one of our three-part special of the Survivor Series. So, hope you guys like it. And we're gonna go ahead and roll the intro, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Tell them bye, Dom.
Bye.
Welcome everybody to this week's episode of In My Damn Opinion. I'm your host, the one and only Eric Osafalo. As you can see, we are outside on this beautiful, beautiful November morning. That's right, November. Time for Thanksgiving. The dirty C word is getting closer, which we cannot mention yet till after Thanksgiving, so I will not mention it. But November always makes me think of, that's right, the Survivor Series. Oh, one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. Well, used to be one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. Back when the WWE actually used to have Survivor Series, was basically based off the 5-on-5 tag team matches. So, this week on In My Damn Opinion, we will start a special I am recording, which will be, that's right, a special 3-part episode about the Survivor Series. So, let's kick it off. Let's go ahead and let's get into this week's main topic of discussion. What is the greatest Survivor Series tag team of all time? There were many choices I went through. I went through almost 30 years of Survivor Series to go through and figure out which team would I think would be the greatest. Would I pick Shawn Michaels, Triple H, the Hardy Boys, and CM Punk? No. Would I pick the Jerry the King Lawler and his midgets? I don't think I can say midgets. I don't think that's politically correct. But no, that was not my choice either. No, I went with the first. There can only be one first. And my choice for the greatest Survivor Series tag team was the Visionaries. That's right. This is going to shock a lot of you wrestling fans, but Rick the Model Martel, the Warlord, Power and Glory. Yes, the reason why I picked them as the greatest Survivor Series tag team of all time, they were the first ever, and I repeat, the first ever Survivor Series team to ever do a clean sweep at the Survivor Series. Those of you that don't understand what the hell a clean sweep is, let me explain it to you, and then you can bash yourself in the head because you are what we call a fucking retard. Anyways, a clean sweep of the Survivor Series would be where your team, basically, you defeat everybody and do not lose a single person. They took on the Vipers that year, consisting of team captain Jake the Snake Roberts, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and the Rockers. They clean swept them. You know, it was, if you have never seen that Survivor Series, go back and watch it. It's 1990. The Visionaries were definitely one of the greatest tag teams in Survivor Series history. So definitely I would recommend them as the greatest team in Survivor Series history. There will never be another first. There can only be one first, just like there is only one first King of the Ring. There is only one first Royal Rumble winner. There is only one first Hell in the Cell match. The Visionaries were the first team to ever clean sweep at the Survivor Series. There were a lot of credentials I went into thinking about that. Was it the guys together? Was it the combined weight? No. In all honesty, the Visionaries, you go back, those men simplified, wrestling. Rick the Model Martel was an amazing wrestler. The Warlord, he's strength as can be. And the Power and Glory, Hercules and Paul Roma. Do any of those guys wrestle no more? Not that I am aware of. I know that Hercules is up in heaven along with a lot of other wrestlers, and you go back and you watch the grand finale match of Survival, which that is another reason why, because that year they had where all the survivors got to go on to a grand finale match of Survival, and those guys wrestled twice that night. So, in my damn opinion, the Visionaries are the greatest tag team in Survivor Series history. Now, let's go to Eric in the In My Damn Opinion studio for Dream Card Match. Thank you, Eric. Now, as everybody knows, this is everybody's favorite segment on In My Damn Opinion. It is called Dream Card Match. What happens in Dream Card Match, we take wrestlers for a match that either could have happened or could still possibly be happen. If you would like to see a match be discussed on the Dream Card Match segment, please feel free to email me at eosafalo@gmail.com. You can also tweet me at ericosafalo, or you can leave a comment on this video, and I'd be more than happy to discuss your Dream Card Match. with this being a special about the Survivor Series, I decided for the next 3 weeks, the Dream Card match segment will involve Survivor Series traditional 5-on-5 matches. So, this week's Dream Card match features team captains Hulk Hogan and Sting, joined by respective partners Lex Luger on Sting's team and the Ultimate Warrior on Hulk Hogan's team. Also, Sting's team will have Brian Pillman, Hulk Hogan's team, Tito Santana. On Sting's team, the Steiner Brothers, and on Hulk Hogan's team, the Hart Foundation. Holy shit, can we say 1990s all over again. This would have been an amazing 5-on-5 Survivor Series team. You have Sting's team consisting of Lex Luger, Sting, Brian Pillman, and the Steiner Brothers. Basically, there was your top faces in WCW. Those guys, oh my god. 1990 WCW featuring those 5 men. You're not talking any topper faces in the company besides those men right there. So, would have definitely been popular with all of the WCW fans going into that match. On the opposite side of the coin, Team WWE, consisting of Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, Chico Santana, and the Hart Foundation. There you go. Basically, some of the top faces in WWE at the time of 1990. Go back and forth. Would come down to, in my damn opinion, the last 2 men would be Hulk Hogan and Lex Luger. Why not Sting and the Ultimate Warrior in there? Because Sting and the Ultimate Warrior would be brawling outside and both would be counted out, which would leave Hulk Hogan versus Lex Luger for the winner of the match. And who would win? That's right, folks, Hulk Hogan, because we all know Hulk Hogan will not put anybody over. So, Hulk Hogan, Lex Luger puts Hogan in the rack. He thinks Hogan submits. Hogan doesn't. Wakes up, you! Hits him once, hits him twice, knocks him against the rope. Big boot, runs off the ropes, drops the leg. 1, 2, 3. Your winner of the first Survivor Series match, Team WWE, and the sole survivor, Hulk Hogan. Damn, that would draw some butts to the seats. As I stated, if you have a match you would like to see me discuss on the Dream Card match segment, please feel free to tweet me at Eric Asafalo. You can email me at easafalo@gmail.com. You can also, leave a comment on here with the match you would like me to discuss, and I'd be more than happy to discuss your idea for the Dream Card match segment. So, lastly, the other thing we're going to do for the next 3 weeks here on In My Damn Opinion is we are going to discuss big debuts at the Survivor Series. This week, we will stick with the 1990 Survivor Series, and we will just, talk about the man who walks with the angels. That's right, The Undertaker. The Undertaker debuted in the WWE in 1990 as a mystery partner for the team of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Rhythm and Blues. The original person was supposed to be Bad News Brown. However, though, contract negotiations did not go right, and Bad News Brown was not on that team that year. So, the WWE decided they would go with what they needed for a mystery partner. They called in The Undertaker, who was originally supposed to be called Kane the Undertaker. Ted DiBiase goes to the ring that night as they were taking on Koko B. Ware. The Hart Foundation and the American Dream Death Oath. So, Ted DiBiase goes to the ring, grabs the mic, and says, without further ado, let me introduce you to my mystery partner. Weighing in at 330 pounds from Death Valley, accompanied by his manager, Brother Love. That's right, for all you wrestling fans that did not know that, The Undertaker's original manager in the WWE was Brother Love. So, anyways, Undertaker makes his debut. He doesn't call him Kane, the Undertaker, Ted DiBiase. I don't know if he forgot to call him Kane, but he calls him the Undertaker. The Undertaker walks out, and basically he destroys Koko B. Ware within the first few minutes of the match. And then the man who nicknamed it his finishing maneuver, the Tombstone, Gorilla Monsoon, Undertaker hits Koko B. Ware with it. Gorilla Monsoon, you hear him over the announcers going, he just hit him with the Tombstone. Magic was born that night. Another strange fact, as you can remember from the 1990 Survivor Series, the debut of the Gobbledygooker in the giant egg. Did you guys know that they had thought about making The Undertaker pop out of that giant egg? holy shit, would that have destroyed his character. No, they decided not to go with it in time. So what happens? The Undertaker debuts. Here we are, Here we are 25 years later, and look at The Undertaker. An amazing talent, basically probably one of the greatest professional wrestlers for this business of all time. So definitely, big ups to the WWE for letting The Undertaker debut as is. And, they made magic happen that night when they let The Undertaker debut as that. So, and that's what I have to say about that. Well, that's about all the time we have for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, go back and watch our other episodes. If you enjoy professional wrestling, feel free to check us out here in some of our other shows on 7poundbag.com, as we have the Wrestling Roundtable every Thursday, as myself and a panelist of professional wrestling experts answer your 5 questions about happenings going on in the world of professional wrestling. You have a question about professional wrestling, go ahead and ask 7 Pound, as every Monday, Steve Hall will answer your questions about past and present issues in the world of professional wrestling. So feel free to tweet him at Steve Hall. You can also send him an email as well. Just use a hashtag Ask7Pound, and he'd be more than happy to answer your questions. So once again, my name is Eric Acefalo, and tune in next week as we start part 2 of our 3-part special of the Survivor Series, and we discuss what is the greatest Survivor Series match of all time. Plus, we discuss the debut at the Survivor Series of the great one, The Rock. Once again, I'm Eric Acefalo, and that has been My Damn Opinion. I'm Eric Acefalo, and I approve this message.